Hey guys, I'm Brian, Hipster Flash. We're on the press line here at San Diego Comic-Con to talk to the cast of the Flash. Hipster Flash, he don't run. He does the single ladies. Great, Gustin.
Yes, here we are.
How's it going, man?
Good, man. That was awesome.
You were like born to play a superhero.
Oh, dude, thanks,
Your
man.
name, Grant Gustin. It's like right there,
Yeah,
like
cool,
the alliteration.
thank you. That's awesome.
And perfect superhero, because you're Gustin as the Flash. I'm starting to feel like Arrow and Flash are building a nice ultimate version of DC, whereas Marvel did in the comics, and the TV series seemed to be a nice reboot. How do you feel about being a part of that and getting to start it on Arrow and then bring it over?
It's exciting. I mean, first of all, I never thought I'd get to play a superhero ever. I mean, just looking at me. So I'm so pumped about it.
John Wesley Shipp.
Yes.
So you not only were the Flash in the 90s series that I absolutely adored, but you were also Dawson's dad, and now you're Barry's dad. So just a really quick fan service question. James Vanderbeek is still around. If we could get him on Flash as a character, what DC villain would you love to see him play?
Oh, geez. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. I don't know. Mirror Master? I don't know.
He would make an excellent Mirror Master. Hipster Flash. How did you come up with the vision of the Flash you wanted to make?
Well, it started with Greg Berlanti, my partner, who the Flash was hands down his favorite character growing up, and he really sort of had the initial vision for the show. I think that, what we tried to do with Arrow, too, was, the Flash has such a long history and a storied history, was really cherry pick the best bits and cherry pick the things that we all liked, about it, and somehow found that right mix of, honoring what had been done, honoring what's currently being done, and then adding a little bit of our own stuff, and, hopefully people will like it.
I mean, it's so great that there is the comic book world behind it, because people are already excited and invested. Everybody knows who the Flash is, that he runs really fast, and it's really cool to be able to tell another side of it, a little bit of his backstory and that kind of stuff.
My favorite thing about Joe West right now is the fact that, like, he's on the ground. He's the real guy. Like, all this metahuman stuff is going on. Like, it's total shock to him. It's a shock what's happened to Barry. And he pretty much is the audience. Like, you see what he sees, and you pretty much feel what he feels. Like, oh my God, what is going on? Our world is changing.
Most of the heroes on the show are all nerds, and they're all science nerds, and and that they all think science is cool. So we're really excited by that.
Building this cast.
Yeah.
Like, you got some really, really talented people that may not have huge resumes yet, but they are just nailing it.
Yeah. It started with Grant. He was the first person that walked in the room to play the part, but then we saw a sea of other people, and really challenging to introduce somebody onto Arrow and need them to hold their own. If we hadn't found him, I don't think we would have gone forward with the project.
I'm not always a big fan of musical episodes of shows, but anytime I hear you getting cast, I absolutely want one.
Well, you know what? That's what everybody keeps asking about. And I can't really imagine it happening, but you never know with Jeff Johns.
The music maestro is a bad guy. There are musical-based villains in the DC universe.
You know what? So then we could totally do it.
Flash. He's got science on his side. He's the Flash. He's the fastest man alive. He's the Flash. Hipster Flash.
It's really cool that we're building this universe on TV. I know everybody was kind of like asking, is the cinematic and the TV universe going to kind of become one? And I think it's kind of recently become clear that that's not happening. Yeah. But I think, more exciting, to be honest, because Andrew Kreisberg and Greg Berlanti, Jeff Johns, that is, all know what they're doing. And I mean, we're building this universe on TV, and it looks like we're working towards potentially a Justice League on TV, which is incredible.
So that was the Flash press line. As Hipster Flash, I realized I can't run that fast without sweating profusely and getting a fat guy cramp. So, yeah, stay tuned to Nerds.com for more on The Flash when it premieres in the fall.